So we are coming up to equinox, so hopefully we're feeling a sense of that energy and that creative momentum that is pushing us forwards, and finding some balance in that and not letting it feel like we want to stop. So my theme today is to keep moving. So let's see if we can just keep moving and keep that flow and keep that momentum. We'll have the bell, of course, to sound out and ring out. And then, oh, there's those. Take the socks off. Do you know about those socks? Just let those in. And we're going to start standing. Keeping moving. Movement. It hasn't got to be big movement, but I think movement is a real key to a lot of things. So we're going to start by standing, bringing the sides of the feet together. Let's have our little energizer, our battery, our body battery. Breathing in, lift the arms up, and lift the fingers above the head. Extend up. So extending the arms up, squeezing the legs together, squeezing the arms together, lifting the heels high. Yeah, to give ourselves a little bit of a boost. Squeeze and then breathing out slowly through the nostrils. As you bring the heels down, the arms come down softly. Let's find that balance between that strong impulse, energy, inspiration, hold, and then breathing out softly through the nostrils. Arms are soft, heels are coming down softly. Yeah, lovely feeling of finding those two opposites. Inhale, strong, dynamic, powerful, squeeze, lift the heels high, hold for another breath. And then breathing out softly through the nostrils, landing softly, bringing the heels down softly. And then just take the feet apart, that hips width, with the heels, with the toes rather, place them down, with the heels, place them down. Just feel the energy in the feet, with the toes, place them down, with the heels, place them down. So really moving, moving, moving all the time. With the shoulders up, breathing in. Hold, out through the mouth. Breathing in, hold, holding, squeezing, and out through the mouth. One more of those, breathing in. Hold, and out through the mouth. Feel it flows. Again, keep moving. So the shoulders are going to roll back, the knees are going to bend. We're rolling back 3 times. Just enjoy that little internal shoulder joint massage you're giving yourself. And then again, forwards, just 3 times, bend the knees. Yeah. And let's just get the energy flowing in the right direction. So right hand on the left shoulder, sweeping across the body to the right hip, sweep on. 1, 2, I like 3. 3 is a good number. Good, 3. Left hand on right shoulder, sweeping really clearly and distinctly. 1, 2, right across the centre, and then a lovely diagonal, 3, with purpose. And then take the feet a little bit further apart, knees bend, and we just go into these twists. Feel the space around you, breathing in and out through the nostrils, bending into the knees, maybe even twisting to get right behind you, twisting, lifting the heel of the foot as you twist to protect the joints, the knees. Breathe. Let the arms swing heavily around the body. Slowly, slowly let the arms come to a stop. Get the backs of the hands to the lower back. These ones to the buttocks a little bit. Just anywhere you can reach with the backs of the hands to stimulate that energy. It's like, it's like something beating on the earth, stimulating those little seeds to come up through the earth. So many things coming up through the earth now, so many trees budding, beautiful. Let's get that energy rising up. Let's get the sap rising. So we're getting those knuckles, really get those knuckles either side of the spine. Whoa, yeah. Let's get this lovely energy shooting up through the spine, right to the top of the head. Let's take that to the chest as well. So those straight fingers, stiff fingers. Just pummeling fingers, ends of the fingers all over the chest, stimulating, uplifting, center, sides, breathing the whole time, just keeping that flow, keeping the breath moving also. Breath is always moving. And now we're going to just come into the half breath. So we need to just sweep away any of the old and then invite in the spring. Breathing in and out. Let the arms swing heavily. Good. Breathing in and out through the mouth. Swing the arms heavily. And now breathing in. Press you, swing energy. Nice strong hands. Do one more of those. Breathing in. The arms swing a little bit. Sit hands in front and behind you. That's right. Fresh. Really up. And then we're just going to get that everything joined up. So lift the left knee, meet it with the right hand, and then the opposite. Keep it springy. So keep it on the balls of the feet. Keep the heels. The heels are hardly touching the ground really. And we keep this nice and bright. At your own speed. Try and keep it springy, even if it's slow, even if it's kind of slow, you're still going to have a spring in it, and you can be too fast and feeling like that. It's up to you. Good, and then we're going to extend the leg, meet it with the opposite hand. Keep it light and bright. Breathe. Coordinating the body and the brain. We're doing a little bit of a brain workout here, not just the body. Getting everything a bit more connected, harmonized, integrated. So the leg comes out to the side, the opposite arm comes over the head. So this lovely opening in the side of the body. The other arm can kind of, it's not exactly mirror, but it echoes. I would call it an echo of the upper arm. So you get this lovely kind of circling, spiraling movement. But the body's staying upright, you notice. Breathing in and out through the nostrils to keep that energy moving. Let's just get the hips a bit more open, so lift up the knee and open out to the side. Lifting and open. Breathing in and out. In and out. A little bit of balance coming in there. Finding that balance. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Lifting and opening. Lifting and opening. Good. And just for fun, we'll do a little bit of a last little, what I call the monkey dance. So we're going to take the left foot behind you, slap the sole of the foot with the right hand, other arm goes over the head, keep it on the ball of the foot, so start with a bit of spring, and then you get ready, and then you go. Switching from side to side. So, and it's compulsory to smile during this volume of dance. And it's kind of very, it's very silly, very bright, very fun. And very spring-like. Let yourself settle for a moment. So find just feeling the movement, even in that kind of moment of almost still, there's some movement. Okay, now we're going to come to the front of the mat. Feet hip width apart, just checking out your feet, keeping the feet moving. Agile, and hands to the heart center. Encouraging the chest to lift, front of the body to open. And then step back, a big step with the right foot into warrior two. So take a big step back. Get that foot, back foot slightly pointing forwards, but get the hips facing the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down the shoulder line. Extend, expand between the fingertips. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. I'm going to move with this, but first of all, let's find that warrior. So again, there's feeling of the left knee pointing forwards, the right foot sinking into the earth. These kind of dynamics, extending the fingers away from each other. Let's move with this. So inhaling, lifting the body, lengthening, exhaling, bending into that left knee. Making sure that left knee is not hanging forwards, forwards being to the right really, but always keeping open. Inhaling, lengthen the body, exhaling, sinking down. And sinking down centrally. So the body is upright. Inhale, exhale. Looking down that left arm. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe you go a bit deeper every out breath. So making sure as you bend into that knee that you're not leaning forwards. All the time as that knee bends, there's an equal amount of effort pressing into that back foot. You'll feel that in your right buttock and the right thigh. Breathing in, breathing out. Let me go a little deeper. Breathing in. One more time, and I'm going to just sink into the posture now. Just finding that warrior. Soften the feet up so everything is moving. Your attention is moving around your body. Fingers extending away from each other. The heart is open. The shoulders are down away from the ears. The neck is long and swan-like. And there's weight going back into that anchor, that right foot. And the knees going forwards and the hips are open. Everything is expanded. Beautiful. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Good. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment. Going to step back with the left foot now. Big step back. Yeah. Find your feet. Find that evenness between the feet. Breathing in, extend the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down the shoulder. Breathing in to the chest. Expand the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. So finding your warrior, pushing into the back foot, back leg nice and strong. Breathing in. I'm going to move with this. Inhale, exhale. Just feeling whole body is involved. Everything is in movement. Everything is in flow. So keeping that shoulders down, neck long, body upright. Keeping that connection between both of the feet, that dynamic. The right knee going forward, the left foot pushing back. Inhale, exhale. Moving and breathing. Good. Inhale, exhale. And this time, as we move into warrior, we're going to sink into that. Good. Breathe deeply. Keep lifting the chest, keep lengthening the body, keep everything involved. Looking down that right arm. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Just give a little shake. Now we're going to step back again with the right foot. Maybe not as wide, we're just going to come into an easy kind of forward bend, a ragdoll type forward bend. So we're going to bend the knees, let the head be heavy, let the whole body hang. Yeah. Whole body is hanging, knees are bent. Sorry. And let the arms be heavy, head be heavy. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Good, slowly uncurl here. So lifting from the base of the spine, leave the knees bent, leave the arms heavy, leave the head heavy. You want to uncurl to standing, slowly lifting up through the body, lifting the shoulders, rolling them back. And then we're going to, once we're standing, feel that lovely length, and then insert the fingers behind the back. We're going to come forwards again. This time, it's fairly straight legs, not locked knees. Breathing in, lift the chest. Look up, breathing out, coming forwards into forward bend. Strong legs, strong back, strong belly. Let the arms just rest on the back there to begin. And then when you're in a full forward bend, you might need to soften the knees slightly. Let the arms come over the body. So we're opening up the shoulders here. With ease, so breathing, your breath is moving. These arms are very gradually moving, everything is still in flow. So, the main movement is in the breath coming in and out through the nostrils, the expansion in the body with the breath, particularly in the chest, and the release happening in the shoulders. Now we're going to just take the hands, still interlinked, into the middle back, and just draw a circle there, right in the centre, just enjoying that circling, and then the other way. As you do the other way, we slowly uncurl, kind of winding ourselves back up. Good. Just enjoy that little massage that we're giving ourselves. And then release. So we're going to just turn the heels in slightly, feet coming out, and with this kind of creative momentum, this energy, movement, just come into a goddess here. Why not? So the knees are bending, they're going in line with your toes there. Body staying upright. So really think about the chest being above the groin, not leaning forwards. And let's have the hands at the heart center, pressing together evenly, opening the chest, shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So breathing and moving. As we've got the legs kind of a bit more energized and the hips a bit more open. Now we're going to come into the pose. Breathing in and out. It's a strong one, yeah. Let your sound out, let your fire be felt. Breathing in. Good. Bring the hands together. So one more of these. Breathing in. Good. Now bring the feet together, give the legs a little shake. Give the arms a shake, why not? Yeah, just feel that sense of movement all the time. Let's give the wrists a little circle. So watching the hands, we're just drawing circles with the wrists and then away. Just so we're keeping everything in flow, everything moving, forward motion. So we're going to stand at the back of the mat. Warrior one. So take a weight onto the left foot, take a big step forward with the right. We're going to again be in movement with this posture. So first of all, let's get the center right. It's hips, right hip back, left hip forward, pushing back into that back foot again. So it's evenness between those feet. Take the hands forwards, palms together. So they're really extending forwards, opening the upper back there, and bending into that right knee. As you bend in the right knee, really think about the evenness between the feet. Drop the head down, looking down at that right thigh there. Inhaling, opening the hands up, opening the chest, breathing out, taking the hands forward, dropping the head down. So we're just moving and breathing, encouraging this openness, receptivity. So breathing in, breathing out, balancing the energies also. Breathing in movement, in flow, taking those fingers right back and then taking them forward, dropping the head down, opening the chest, the heart, the shoulders, the front of the shoulders, and then opening the upper back between the shoulder blades. And then dropping the hands down, then into that right knee, so you can swing back to the back of the mat, give the legs a little shake. Let's shake the shoulders as well, why not? Shake everything up. Breathing in, let the sound out. So you get the sound and the shake at the same time. Bringing the weight onto the right foot, again, feet in a little V shape. So that foot is already in the right position. And then we take that left foot forward, big step. You can always shuffle it forward a bit more if you need. And the right hip is forward, left hip is back. Strong right buttock. Get the evenness between the feet. Take the hands forward, bring the fingers together. Bending into the left knee. It's hovering above the ankle there. Now as you inhale, look up, open up, heart's flying upwards. Exhaling, take the hands forwards. So just inhaling, opening, helping the body to expand into its fullness. Breathing in. All the time having a bit of attention on the base here. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Breathing in. And breathing out. Now let the hands come forwards. Drop the hands down. Then into the left knee a little bit more. And spring back and right. And give the legs another little shake. Okay. Let's shake everything out a little bit. Shaking the legs, shaking the arms. Resetting. Take a breath. So we're going to just have a little bit of a breather, literally, but keeping our movement thing, moving and breathing. Feet hips apart, parallel. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. And we're just going to come into this moving with the arms and the breath. So the inhale, the thumbs are kind of coming out to the side, the hands are opening up, we're breathing in. We're lifting the heels high, bringing the hands together above the head, and then we're turning the hands and bringing the heels slowly down, breathing out, keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils. So we're just moving and breathing, breathing in. And the main focus here is keeping the breath smooth and even, breathing out, slowly coming down. Inhaling all the way up, slowly and smoothly as you can. So you may be at a different pace to me, that's totally fine. Breathing out slowly, arms coming down, heels coming down. Good. Like this is the last one, breathing in all the way up. So we're just centering and focusing and harmonizing everything. And this, I think, is one of the best little standalone practices if you're wanting to do something every day in the morning, maybe. And bring your hands together. Take a moment before we come into the balance, a strong balance. Nice heat-making balance. So we're going to come into Warrior 3. So we step forward onto the left foot. Lots of warriors today. This feels apt. So we're going to bring the weight onto that left foot. Notice I'm leaning forwards into this. As I lean forwards, the back leg comes up, almost the same amount as I'm leaning forward. You can see that? So we're kind of counterbalancing. And also to help that, take even more weight forwards. You take the arms forwards. You can have them just extending forwards. Have the fingers interlinked and pointing with this mudra here. I think this is the Jupiter mudra. Extending the arms forward, you can look down at the ground. So your leg is in line with your spine, pointing the toe back and extending that the fingers forwards. Breathe. Make sure you're not gripping with the left toes. It's going to feel tempting. You can hold on to furniture or a wall if you need to, that's absolutely fine. But really think about the extension. Focus, breathe. And lower down slowly, lower that right leg down. In between, have a little shake. So shaking the knees, keep feet on the floor, shake the shoulders, make some sound. So on to the other side now. Put the weight onto the right foot, really plant that foot down. Breathe the whole time. Keep your focus. Just looking down at the ground there, absolutely fine. Lifting the back leg, point the toe. You can push the heel away with the foot. I like this point, it really feels, it encourages me to extend. And then extend the arms forwards. And start to really think about extending. So and also think about that hip being level. The hip will want to do this, open out, but we really try to keep them level. And extending through the whole body. And not gripping with the toes. It's tricky, you know, it's not easy. Breathe. Breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Keep extending, keep expanding. Breathe. One more breath in. And release. Bring that left foot down. And then again, let's give ourselves a little bit of a shake up. Taking the feet, again, we're going to just stand, lift the toes up, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Feet hips apart, feet are parallel. And hips width, again, just to remind you, is the hip joint. We want to think about those lines coming from here rather than here. But just keeping that connection and also that connection mindfully with the feet and with the ground. I'm going to stand in Tadasana, just a regular Tadasana, the mountain, just for a second. Just to start to notice the movement that's in stillness. So let's find this posture. So find the weight between the right and the left, maybe just move from right to left. Keeping the weight both feet on the ground, just moving, shifting slowly as you can. See if you can just feel that detail. Feel that. Wow, there's just so much going on there in each of the soles of the feet. And sometimes just shifting the weight from the right slowly to the left, really attuned. So notice you're just becoming more sensitized to the feet, to the soles of the feet, to the texture of the mat or the ground that you stand on. Breathing in and out all the time, keep that movement. So it's a very small movement, but it's movement. Focused. Okay, so from these feet, we think about the knees being soft, not locked back. And then we also, key part of the posture is the pelvic fold, if you like. So you know it kind of, just take a little bit of a moment just to let it just kind of rock back and forth. And it kind of feels quite nice to do that. So then we'll just point the tailbone down, strong belly. Feel the thighs engaged, the kneecaps lifting, and then feel the chest lifting up to lengthen the front of the body here, nice and long. So when we lift the chest, we also let the shoulders drop down, so it's lovely openness in the chest. It's not pushing forwards, it's just opening to dropping back. And the fingers slightly to begin with, extending towards the ground, and then just relaxing a little bit. You still have that sense of the arms hanging heavily, and the back of the neck is long. So try to avoid lifting the chin. Chin is lightly tucked in. And if you do that, you'll often find there's a bit more length in the back of the neck, with the crown lifting, the feet sinking into the ground. So just have a moment standing in your Tadasana, your mountain. Just feeling that real sense of balance. Close your eyes so you can feel it a little bit more detailed, a bit more clarity, and without any distractions or less distractions. So feel you are at the center of your universe, of your life. And just sense that, feel that. Feel your breath coming in and out through your nostrils. So even in this seeming stillness, there is movement. There is movement. Even if you hold your breath, there'll be movement, internal movement. Just see if you can sensitize yourself to feel that, to connect with that constant movement. Everything happening. Everything happening without any of our interference. Kind of amazing. Yeah, breathe softly in and out of the nostrils. And really get a sense of your center. Everything moving around that center. Good. Open the eyes. Notice you feel any different. Okay, so time for balance. Yes. Let's bring the weight onto the left foot. I'm going to move with this as well. Lots of moving. Breathing in, lift that right knee, lift the hands up. Bring the hands together. Breathing out, lower that right leg down. Doing a Heron balance. Just feel that shift of weight from the left to the right, and then breathing in. As soon as the weight is shifted, then we breathe in and we breathe out. Lift the knee high as well. Try and get that knee really high. So we're really using that dynamic. It's almost like the left foot is pushing into the ground and the knee is lifting high. Inhale. Exhale slowly. See if you can slowly lower that right leg down. This again is a beautiful practice to do, on its own. If you can ever think, I'll just do a little bit of yoga for a few minutes, 3 minutes even, just focusing on your breath and balance, making sure we're not gripping with the toes, breathing out. Let's see if we can add something in. So we're lifting that left leg, pushing out. You can stay with the first version if you want to. The arms come down. Inhale, lift the knee again, lift the arms up. Exhale, lowering that left leg down, lowering the arms down. Shift the weight. Inhale. Exhale, push the heel out, the arms coming down. Inhale, lift the knee up, lift the hands up. Hands come together. Exhale, bring that down. Let's go another one. Breathing in. So you can choose which one is better for you today. Breathing in and breathing out. This can even be done, holding onto the furniture. You can just do one arm. If you're finding the balance difficult, breathing in, breathing out. Let's do one more each side. Maybe this is getting easier, maybe it's getting harder. Breathing in, breathing out. You find the dynamic in the body. Breathing in. So it really helps the balance when that happens. You just find it, and the body gets used to it. So I practice, practice. Body gets used to things, and it starts becoming easier, more comfortable, more familiar, and lower down. Let's again just take a little shake. Shake everything up. Good. Reset. Then we're going to come into another nice strong posture to complement that softer practice. We're coming into a chair. So check the feet again. Look at them, lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels, place them down. I'm going to come into a chair, so breathing in, lift the arms up, extend the body, breathing out, sitting back as if into a comfortable chair, extending the arms forwards, keeping the back of the neck long, in line with the spine. And breathe. Keep very long in the body. Keep extending the fingers forward, looking down at the ground, making sure the thighs are staying even. They're not kind of knocking together with the knees or splaying out. Might come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Good. Let's shake it out again. Yeah, find that shaking, resetting movement. And let's try them again. Breathing in, extend the arms up, breathing out. Maybe it's easier the second time, I don't know. Or maybe at least it's not completely scary. Sitting deeply back, not so back, that you kind of lose that middle of the place, that's that kind of in-between place. Breathe, strong thighs, strong buttock, strong belly. Use the inhale to come up, exhale, lower the arms down. And we'll come into a little squat just to release this now. So a little squat. Yeah, feels good to be up near the ground. So just feeling the ground, hands on the ground here. And let's do a twist. So get yourself comfortable. If your heels are off the ground, don't forget to put something underneath them to support them. So let's bring the left hand down. Now on the inhale, imagine the inhale is lifting your fingernails, not even the fingertips. The fingernails are being lifted up by that inhale to the skies. Yeah, it's like a little green shoot coming out of the ground in the spring. Rotating that right wrist and watching it with your eyes, imagine your heart wanting to connect with that little green shoot. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. And then we'll rotate it the other way. And as we rotate it that way, it starts to come back in a nice kind of floaty way, back down, eventually to the earth. And again, the inhale, the fingernails are being lifted up to the skies. Extend right up, looking up at the left hand, and then rotating the left wrist clockwise, just watching it right there. This little green shoot climbing up, and then we're rotating it anti-clockwise, breathing in and out through the nostrils, slowly coming down, floating through space. Yeah. Floating through space, coming down to the ground again. Well, just one more thing here. So you need to make sure you take some weight forwards. That really helps, but you need to be kind of open in the hips. So if you find when you bring your hands together that you fall back, then maybe you might want to put something underneath your heels just to help the weight come forwards. Otherwise, bring your hands together. Try and bring those elbows. They can press lightly onto the inside of the thighs, inside of the knees there. So we're not going to be kind of pushing. I would say pressing is a better word. And at the same time, rather than hunching up, really think about lengthening up the spine, opening the heart, back of the neck long. So get this lovely dynamic breath. Good. And then bring the hands to the ground, nice and lightly. Pressing into the ground, lifting the bottom off the ground. And then the hands hang forward, knees are bent. Ragdoll, breathing into the nostrils. Enjoy that release coming into the legs there. And we slowly unfurl, lifting from the base of the spine, shrouding up through the spine, keep the knees bent, leave the arms heavy, leave the head heavy, right to the last moment. Lifting up, rolling up through the spine. Let's do a few shoulder rolls with that. Breathing in and out, yes, enjoy that movement. And then forward to the shoulders, just to keep everything that is moving, everything is in flow. Good. Well, again, with movement as our guide, half sun salutes, just to get that sense of moving in the body. So just checking the feet again, with the toes place them down, with the heels place them down, everything moving. Stay connected with your body and breath. Breathing in, lift the arms up, look up. Breathing out, the hands coming down, the knees bending. Fingertips touch the floor, you're looking at the fingertips. Now you're looking forwards, take the hands to the kneecaps or just below the kneecaps. Chest coming forwards, shoulders back, and then breathing out, forward bend. Looking down again at the fingertips. Bend the knees a lot, now you're looking up. As you inhale, look up, watch the hands come together, and then exhale. Very nice, simple flowing movement. Keeping the whole body engaged, knees bend, fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in. Look forwards, breathing out, forward bend, straight legs, bend the knees a lot, breathing in, push up from the ground, inhale, exhale. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath, the ocean breath, it sounds like the ocean. It's a really good one to do during this movement because it will keep your breath kind of slower and more even flowing. So it's a slight constriction in the throat. It's the same shape you make to go sa or ha. So you make that shape and just keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. That's pretty much it. So breathing in, breathing out, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, look forwards, take those shoulders back, open the chest, heart wants to look up. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, arms come down. Breathing in, so really energizing the body, feeling the flow of the movement, feeling our feelings, feeling where our body resists, where our mind, actually more appropriately, where the mind is resisting, where we are having different sensations, different feelings. Noticing how this feels, to be constantly in flow and movement. And the breath supporting us the whole time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhaling, bending the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, look forwards. So we're really keeping this straight back, straight legs, straight arms here. Breathing out, forward bend. Now like a straight legs, bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, push up through the feet, strong legs. Inhale, stretch up. Breathing out, softening. Let's do one more. Breathing in, breathing out. Knee bend, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in. Strong inhale, long exhale. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, hands come down. Bring the hands to the heart center. Just take a moment here. Standing nice and tall. Close your eyes for a second. Just notice when we come to a physical stillness of sorts, there's still lots of movement physically. The breath is still moving, the body is still kind of balancing. Particularly when we close our eyes, we feel these tiny little movements that are happening to help us stand up. Because it took a long time to learn how to do the standing up. Maybe not remember, and all the sort of falling over that we did in our little baby years. So it took a while, and then we kind of got it. Good. And release. And let's come into a little moment of connection with our heart and the universe. Our heart, our own heart, and the whole bigger heart. Breathing in, the hands together, breathing out, pointing the fingers down. Breathing in, lifting the arms up, looking up, bringing the hands together, and bringing the hands down through the center of the body, down to the ground once more. When we do this, we're filling up, we're reaching out to the universe, drawing in whatever we need. We might not even know what we need. We might just be making this into a very open-hearted prayer. What does my heart need, or want, or desire? Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Yeah, notice what comes up for you when you allow yourself that notion of what do I want, what do I need today? Yeah. Particularly if you're somebody who does a lot of giving, what do I need? What do I want to really feel my most brightest, shiniest self? To really bloom and show my flowers, thinking about spring. Yeah, how can I really bloom and blossom? With full power, with full expression. What do I need? And just reach out, and you don't even have to name it, you don't have to know it, it's just asking. Asking, reaching out. One more, breathing in. Good, and then bringing the hands together and bringing them back to the heart center, letting them rest there for a second. Letting them rest there. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Close your eyes. Really focus and zone in your attention to the heart. And maybe it starts with being a physical idea. When you feel your breath moving, and expanding the chest area, and then see if you can go beneath the surface layers into the more subtle experience of the heart, and the secret cave of the heart. And just notice how that is today. Let the hands drop down. I'm going to come into a forward bend, so breathing in with the arms up, or as always, you can support yourself on the lower back. So whatever feels good for you today. And on the exhale, we're bringing the hands forward, we're holding the back, coming into a forward bend. Let's see how this is. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. So we're inhaling, coming up onto the fingertips, look forwards, exhaling, see if we can flatten the hands out, at least make contact with the ground, even if you have to put blocks or books or something on the ground. If you need to, you can bend the knees a little bit to make that contact. But then we're going to see if we can just lengthen the space between the chest and the base of the spine. So feeling this lengthening, just 2 points moving away from each other in space. Yeah, breathing in, breathing out. Noticing where you're placing your weight. Is it in the back of the heels? Is it in the front of the toes? Is it somewhere in the middle? Maybe shifting that around and seeing how that feels, just for the experiment, and just to see how that is. Breathe deeply, particularly exhale. Really empty, empty, empty out. Good. Now coming up onto the fingertips again, inhaling. As you exhale, just bringing the bottom down to the ground. Bending the legs forward, bouncing the knees up and down a little bit. I'm just enjoying being on the ground again. Bring the legs together. Just take the fleshy part back a little bit with the hands. Toes pointing towards the ceiling. You can always sit on something if you're finding this difficult to sit upright with the legs extended in front. It does take some practice sometimes. So seated forward bend, breathing in, lift the arms up. So this is not just the arms, but really thinking about lifting the chest, looking up. And then look at the back of the hands. As you breathe out, we're taking the chest forwards. So rather than the arms coming forwards, then we've got this bent back, not what we want really. We bring the chest forwards. And it might not be that we go as far, maybe this is making us go further, but it's really, it's just not very much fun. It's kind of a bit collapsed, whereas here we're engaged in the constant movement. Breathing in, come away a little bit. Take the shoulders back, open the chest, and then breathing out, coming forwards with that chest. Looking at the big toes there. So we're looking there rather than looking at the knees or the shins, we're looking here. So it keeps us really engaged, and the spine is really engaged the whole time. You can hold the legs here, you can hold the hands on the ground. You can even, if it's comfortable, you can take the fingers, the first two fingers, and hook them around the big toes. As long as you're not straining to do that. Yeah. And the shoulders are moving back, and the chest is coming forwards. Good. Breathe. Really fill the body with air. Come away a little bit from the legs, and breathing out. Empty, empty, empty out. Breathing out through the nostrils. See if you can take it to the very, very end. How much do you dare to breathe out to empty completely? Good. Breathing out, empty completely. Soften. Allow all of the tensions to just soften. Good. Now breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, lower the arms down. Take the hands behind you with the fingers pointing forwards towards the feet. And we're going to come up either in a hip lift, so we're going to lift the whole body and the feet come to the ground, or you can come into a tabletop. So the feet stay on the ground and you lift your bottom up. So you kind of come into that tabletop position. So you can choose which you like today. Hold that for a couple of breaths. And then breathing out, lower down, just to counteract that strong forward bend. Now let's lie down. Let's do a few things on the ground. Breathing in and out the whole time, extending towards the toes, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Slowly, slowly lower down, slowly lower down. And when you're down, let everything go for a second. Breathing into the nostrils. Sigh out to the mouth and just feel everything softening the hips, maybe softening the feet, falling out to the side, the arms falling out to the sides, just for a second. Enjoy that release, noticing how you feel right now. Okay. So we're going to bend the knees down, hug the knees, have a little rock side to side. First of all, just to release any little bits of tension and just give your back a treat, why not? And then come to a stillness, maybe circle the knees a little bit with the hands. Put the hands around the front of the knees, breathing in, take the knees away, extend the arms. Breathing out, draw the knees into the body, the head's coming up towards the knees. So curving our spine. And then we're flattening and lengthening the spine, inhaling and exhaling, up and asana. Breathe everything out. Inhale, inflating everything, expanding and contracting. So we're just finding either end of this scale. Expanding and contracting. If you want to, you can make this even more exaggerated, so you can take the arms above the head on the inhale, take the legs away as far as your abdomen will allow, which means that you need to keep the back glued to the ground. So it could be a small amount, it could be the legs extended, but away from the floor, not on the floor, and then coming back to this little seed shape, breathing out. So you choose how far you want to extend this, and breathing out. Breathe everything out. Even feeling the tail lift off the ground as you come into this little seed. But slow and smooth and even with the breath, the inhale, and the slow, even exhale. Using the nostrils to breathe in and out of. Slow and steady. No matter how, the whatever realm you're working in, whether you're going to full extension, we're always going to full exhalation. It could be that you're just staying with this, holding the knees. Do what's right for you. You can try different things and then see which you prefer. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Let's make this the last one, so choose how you want to do this. Breathing in, breathing out fully. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Take them a little bit further away from the buttocks, put the feet as wide as the mat. Extend the arms out to the side, palms flat down. Do a little twist here to ease out the whole spine. Breathing in. As you breathe out, let the knees fall down to the left, let the head go over to the right. Breathing in, lift the knees, lift the head to center. Breathing out, lower the knees to the right, head goes over to the left. Just enjoy that release. Again, seeing if we can really empty out on that exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Just releasing the whole time, breathing in and breathing out. Feel the weight of the body. So there's no tension. When you breathe out, there's no tension in those legs. Let them relax, whatever they're going to do. Just enjoying that release, forgetting in the hip a little bit there as well. Just softening. You can do this with your eyes closed. It feels really, well, notice how it feels when you close your eyes. How does it feel? Is it different? Breathing steadily and smoothly in and out through the nostrils. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Finally, bring the knees to center, bring the head to center. Hug the knees once more. Let's just have a little bit of circling with the knees. Breathing in, take the knees away. Breathing out, draw the knees into the body. Just drawing a circle on the ground and also drawing a circle with the knees. And we'll go the other way as well, breathing in and breathing out. Really easing out that lower back, giving it some attention. Well needed and well deserved, most likely. Breathing in as you take the knees away, breathing out as you draw the knees in. And let's take the feet to the floor again, hands either side of the body. We're going to come into a bridge. Feet close to the buttocks, hips width apart and parallel, chin tucked in tight with the chest. Hands flat on the ground, extend those hands towards the bottom of the mat. Breathing in, you're going to lift. Coming from that pelvis, you might want to draw up the pelvic floor and tighten that area. That will help. Or Mula Bandha, drawing up, inhaling, exhaling, rolling down the spine, rolling it and placing it down on the ground. Keep that chin tucked in the whole time, breathing in and breathing out. Do this dynamically, so in movement with this bridge, so we can ease into it. We don't have to go so high initially. We can just come into some smaller movement to get that feeling in the body, and then we might feel that there's a bit more space to breathe. So we've got to open the whole front of the body, pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet, keep the chin tucked in, keeping the head still as well. We don't want to be moving the neck when we're in this position. And we're keeping the movement smooth, even and steady. Breathing out, rolling down that spine, rolling down. Beautiful. It's almost a feeling of like rocking when we come up. I always like to kind of let my spine come down, then almost lift the back off the floor so I can get that sense of a full range of movement in the spine. Opening the front of the body, the front of the hips, the knees are going away from you, the chest is coming towards your chin, rolling down, checking. Also, just check your thighs are not splaying out, they're staying even. And breathing out, rolling down. I'll give you something. If you want to add this on, or if you're doing this already, you always have this option. Breathing in, lift the arms up. And breathing out, blowing down. The hands coming down to the ground. So move in time. Maybe this might encourage that expansion, but it's up to you. Breathing out slowly and smoothly, rolling that spine down. Again, you can do this with your eyes closed, so you can feel this more. Inhaling, and just come down there for the last time. So roll down slowly, and once the back is on the ground, counter pose, hugging the knees again. Have a little rock and roll. Breathe in and out through nostrils. Enjoy your body. Enjoy. Yeah. Move in whatever way feels enjoyable. A nice invitation. Good. Place the soles of the feet on the floor once more. Stand, slide your legs away. Give yourself a full stretch, taking the arms above the head, pointing the toes. Breathe, expand, just enjoy the whole length of your body and just giving the abdominals a bit of a stretch there, a bit of a release. And then releasing the body, letting the arms rest on the ground comfortably, however that is. Letting the feet ball out, just roll the legs a little bit, relax them. Breathing into the nostrils. As you breathe out, lifting the arms up, so the fingers are reaching up to the ceiling, and breathing out, the hands are coming down either side of the body. Let this slow everything down. Again, starting in movement, ending in movement, breathing in and breathing out. Try and keep the movement and the breath smooth, even and steady, like a steady stream of oil. Yeah, breathing in. See if you can slow and deepen this breath. Slow it down as much as you can. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe one more of these, just slow, making this as long and slow as you can. Slow, slow, inhale. Filling the whole body with air and space, expansion. And breathing out, just closing everything down, emptying everything out, returning to the earth. And as you do that, then let the arms rest on the ground. Open the arms up. I'm in Shavasana already. If you want to cover yourself with anything, These last few moments, please do. Oh, at last, we made it. I'm going to relax. If you want to put any socks on, if you want to put anything around you, if you're feeling a bit cooler, then take a moment to do that. Yeah, you may as well enjoy your practice. So, closing the eyes now, lying on the earth, breathing into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let go of everything. Breathing into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. And even in this stillness is the most still that we can be. Feel the movement of the body softening and relaxing into the ground. With each out breath, with each very soft out breath, the body is just sinking a little deeper into the ground. Breath coming in, breath going out. Breath coming in and breath coming out. Feel yourself just sinking and softening. Just allow yourself to completely relax. Noticing how the body feels, how the breath feels. Noticing the integration and harmony between the body and the breath and the mind. So notice if your mind is busy, if it gets distracted easily, if it's agitated, notice that. We don't need to become too involved in those movements of the mind. We can just allow those movements, allow the flow of the breath, allow the movement of the mind. We're just watching it all with detached awareness. Breath coming in and breath going out. Just notice how breath is taking care of itself. Easy, soft, flowing. And so we're coming back. We're coming back to the moment, to the day. So gradually allow yourself to do that. Breathe a little deeper, move your body, extend, hug your knees. Do whatever feels good to you. Breathing. Maybe hug the knees, maybe rock and roll. Just finding a nice, smooth, easy transition and coming to seated gradually. And when you are seated, just having a look around, rubbing the body, feeling the body, feeling your edges. Yeah, does it feel different? Can you have a notice any sense of difference between now and the beginning of our practice? And then let's rub the palms together. Let's close with our lovely spring-like Sankalpa. Get lots of heat and energy going there. And let's bring that to our heart center. Close the eyes, focusing all our attention into this special, limitless center, the heart. Bring to mind your Sankalpa, your intention. So say that to yourself a few times with meaning, and purpose, and joy, joyful. Good. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice.